Alright, guys, this is Bruin Steel, and this is the Inside the Mind of Dashie, which is also a one-on-one interview. So, Dashie, how are you today?
Doing all right.
Alright, so basically how this works is, basically I'm gonna interview some questions, and you'll just answer them the best you can. So you're a, Bengals, Bulls, Reds, and Ducks fans, am I right?
Yes,
So, talking about a little bit of your I'll say like a little bit of your personal life. Like, did you play any sports growing up? Like, besides cheering for like a sports team, did you play any sports yourself?
I played soccer, baseball, did flag football, did bowling, track and field.
Oh, nice. All right. And another question regarding your four favorite teams. So, which team did you become a fan of first? So, for me, I became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan before I became a Bruins and Celtics fan and a Yankees. So, out of those four, which team did you become a fan first?
Uh, Well, I became a Bengals fan first before I became a Reds.
So, what was the order? You became a Bengals fan first, and then which team did you become, like order wise?
Bengals first, Reds second, Bulls ever since Michael Jordan returned to the NBA in March of '95, and the Ducks since February of '96.
All right.
When Tony Kalani became a Duck in his first stint.
All right, and which sports team do you enjoy being like? Um, which sports which sports team do you enjoy cheering for? Like, which team do you like the best? Like being a fan for?
Like the Bengals the best, the Reds the second best. I rooted for the Ducks more than I rooted for the Bulls because the Bulls have been terrible the last seasons.
So why the Reds? Because why the Reds second? Because the Ducks do really well. I think the Ducks do better than Reds. The Reds, of course, I think they've been a disappointment. So you like them
So,
second because I heard they're really bad like performance sometimes.
uh, yeah, but we're starting to improve a little bit. Jesse Winker guaranteed in May the Reds are going to start clicking, which means they're going to start going off right at the right moment, try to get back their playoff teams that they lost from the early 220 from earlier this decade, from the earlier 2010s.
All right, next question. So, give me a throwdown, like a summary. Like, how did you become a fan for these teams? Like, how did you become a Bengals fan? How did you become a Bulls fan? How did you become a Reds fan? And how did you become a Ducks fan?
Well, how I became a Bengals fan is quite obvious. I I I was my first Bengals scare was when I was a baby, and how I became a Reds fan. I started watching them when I was a little baby. How I became a Bulls fan was when Michael Jordan returned to the NBA. I wasn't decided. I already know I made my decision on going to rooting for the Bulls. And as for the Ducks, I had three NBA titles with the Bulls as a young boy, and I saw them. I was too young to understand, but I'm happy that my team won. And then when I became the Ducks fan in February 1996, I only have one Stanley because of Tanya Solani. I started watching them. I think I was 8, turning 9, and I saw my first ever Ducks playoff game. Ducks playoff game on TV. Other than that, Ducks have gave me one Stanley Cup, and I was 13 years old, and that was when they knocked off the Senators in 5.
All right, next question is straightforward one. You probably have one for every team. Who is your favorite player of all time for each team? Like who do you like on each team? Like your favorite player of all time.
Some people would think it'd be. Some people would think I like Chad Johnson for the Bengals, but my favorite player of all time on the Bengals is Corey Dillon.
All
My
right.
favorite player of all time for the Reds is obviously Ken Griffey Jr. we're very or tied between Junior and Ken Griffey Jr. and Larkin. My favorite all-time Bulls player is obviously Michael Jordan, and my favorite all-time Ducks player is obviously Tamiu Solani.
All right, and taking a break from the sports thing, let's go back to your YouTube account. So YouTube stuff. So, what made you actually got the idea to start YouTube? I know like a lot of people, YouTube is famous. They go on and make videos and stuff. So, what was your reason?
I joined YouTube on May 29th, 2012, and I was 18 years old. And I started recording videos in my first year and started uploading them in 2012. But I was at a NASCAR racing event, and I was at my I was on the sidelines of my Autumn Mars football game and watching the Bengals play against the Giants.
Right.
So
So,
I just want
yeah.
to give people a reminder on where I come from and comes to life.
Right. So you had two channels. So correct me if I'm wrong. The first one was called Athletic Dashie, right?
Yeah, I changed it to Undertaker
On
93, so I
93,
have
was
four
there
actual.
does each name, does Athletic Dashie have a specific reason why you name your channel that?
Uh, One is because I named my cat Dashie, and the other one is I was athletic and I was young. But other than that, my other two or other channel or other three channels, my my gaming channel you haven't heard of yet because I haven't done nothing on it yet, except for the one video. The channel, you other channel I don't want to touch. Then the channel I'm using is for trash talk. Is when is I used that since 2017.
Right, and I'm guessing the Undertaker 937 is based on your own WWE, right?
Uh, Based on sports, yes. And I did multiple package opening videos this year.
All right. Is there a reason why you wanted to do a second channel? Because most people they stick with one channel. I mean, I do two channels because I have one is Bruin Steel because obviously it's sports stuff, and then my second channel is a gaming channel. So is there like because you have sports stuff on both channels, was there a reason why you wanted to make a second channel?
The reason why I want to make a second channel, I have four channels. Second, actually, my
Oh,
school channel was my second one because I use that mostly for school. My third channel, I haven't used it most much yet. It's for gaming. The channel I'm using is my fourth channel because I use that for sports. The first channel, my personal channel is for when I do personal stuff,
all right.
like how I'm taking on this challenge where it helps raise awareness of fighting against pediatric brain cancer.
All right. So, going back to a little bit towards your football videos and stuff, though, what made you join the TTC? Was it a video maker that you saw, or you just wanted to trash talk? What was it like?
When I first joined the TTC and on Halloween week 2014, I saw a maker video from a trash talker named Bonos. There's something about his video I did not like. I joined the TTC after week after Neverfold did, and I've been on, and even though I was active on the TTC for week 9 and week 16. Other than that, I've been on TTC from 2015, from 2014 all the way up to 2019 now.
All right. So getting into most of like your like non-sports videos. So I noticed that you do a lot of videos. Even you want me to do videos on it. I don't know if you like to do a lot of like videos about your thoughts on like shootings and stuff like that. May I ask you, is there a reason why you do it? Because, in my opinion, I would just feel like, oh, you can just watch the news on TV or your computer on like News Channel 13. You know? Is there a specific reason why you do videos on like shootings? Is it just for like views, or is it like sharing your own thoughts?
I was sharing my own thoughts because when I come across articles and videos like those shootings, it hit me right at home. It reminded me of the last 2 years that Cincinnati, Ohio suffered two separate shootings, and the president we have now, and so, whoever's leading this country now, is not doing anything to stop it. I mean, he did something for you for your your NFL teams as that, but he's not doing anything for my sport team or my two of my sports teams are from. All right, he's not doing anything. Cincinnati, Ohio has been left silent for 2 years, and we haven't had someone begin going helping Ohio through their grief and need since 2016. And personally, I am sick of it. We need someone to calm down to next time there's a shooting happening. I'm not going to bother making a video until someone does something about it.
All right.
And when I saw those, when I came across the videos, it hit me. It reminded me of that theater shooting in Aurora, Colorado in 2012, and it reminded me of that Sandy Hook shooting. I mean, people just don't know when to get help anymore.
All right.
Like, make brains check.
Okay. Getting back to your sports teams. Sorry, this is another question, but you have been to a game for every single team, right?
I wanted to go to the Bulls game, but if I couldn't make up enough money, enough mileage to get to Chicago, I could. I'm hoping to go to the Ducks game, if not here in Columbus, but to Anaheim, and if I could try to make a flight trip there to see the Ducks play.
All right. So
But
for the Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead.
uh, other than that, I had to get mileage. I had to get a car to get to Chicago, and I had to get a plane to take a trip to California to get to Anaheim to watch the Ducks to see my other two teams play. I've seen the Bengals and Reds the most to play the most.
All right. So a question about the Bengals. Obviously, I'm a Steelers fan and you're a Bengals fan, and we're AFC North rivals. Um, Let me just ask you about your head coach change. So all these years, for me as a Steelers fan, I absolutely think keeping Marvin Lewis for your team is just ridiculously. I just feel like this man should have been fired like long time ago, even long time ago since that like game that we played you guys in the wild card where you guys totally blew it with the whole Vontez Perfect and Adam Jones situation. May I ask you now that um Marvin Lewis is gone, what did you feel about that?
I feel relieved. I've waited the past 3 seasons too long to get to hope to have Mike Brown, who doesn't care about this team and their fans, to get Marvin Lewis out of there. And now his daughter Katie Blackburn is taking over the team. I think she could be the first female owner in Bengals fan history. But we did hire the head coach that can possibly turn this ship around. And he's not no Hugh Jackson. And Marvin Lewis, I'm glad he's gone. He should, I said before week 17 started last season when you guys played us, I said after the Bengals Steelers, at the end of the Bengals Steelers game, after the game, Marvin Lewis is going to be fired. because
Yes, and everyone don't like him. I was surprised you guys didn't get rid of him after that collapse. But do you think your new coach? I don't even know his name because I'm not a Bengals fan. But do you think your new coach can turn things around? Like you had last season, didn't make it. Obviously you didn't have a single playoff win with him, which, of course, we Steeler fans laughed at that. Brown fans probably laughed at that, and Ravens fans laughed that you guys can't win a playoff game. Of course, I laugh, but do you think this new head coach can turn it around? You got this season. You can make something happen in the regular season with him. So, what do you have any thoughts, or like, are you confident that this new coach of yours can turn it around?
I'm confident that Zach Taylor can turn things around. He knows the Cincinnati area very well. And in speaking of laughing at, earlier this year, Bengals fans, Steelers fans, and Browns fans laughed at the Ravens when they went one and done in the playoffs. And the Chargers eliminated them. I personally returned the favor to Bob and Kevin because they did nothing but laugh at us Bengals fans when you guys beat us, but in the playoffs. But other than that, Bob and Kevin knew what came, and they got laughed at because when the Ravens go, when you see your team go one and done it, it's that's bad as missing the playoffs. And Zach Taylor can turn this ship around. Yeah, that's why I'm giving him a chance because I want a chance to prove to everyone that not every team can get laughed at with a new head coach their first year.
All right, so I got one more question for you. If you're uncomfortable, this might be a little personal question. If you are a little, don't want to answer the question, that's fine. So how long have you been following Erika Few?
I've been following him since his first year making football videos in 2016. And then I that was back in December,
All right,
and
so
I first subbed to his channel, my personal channel at the time.
yeah, so obviously, I would like to bring it up, but it might trigger you a little bit. But obviously, the drama that went with me and Eric making fun of you about your whole like personal like stuff about like My Little Pony and stuff like that. May I ask you, have you seen his videos of like Mario gameplays?
I've seen his videos, and
So
I'm
I
not.
know so let me finish this. So I know you're interested in Mario. I know you mentioned it to me, and I know you like, of course, not to trigger you. I'm sorry, it's a personal question. My Little Pony, of course, me and Eric gave you shit for that, but I don't know if you did any Mario videos. Would that, if you didn't, would that be something you would do in the future?
I tried to do a Mario video on my personal channel back in 2016. I got accused of copyright, so I took the video down. I haven't recorded another Mario video game gameplay since, which I wish I want to get back to playing Mario gameplay in the future.
Would you consider like making a like another account for like gaming and stuff? Because that's what I did. I separate.
I have that channel ready.
All right, and
It's
may I ask you? Sorry if you're uncomfortable. You don't have to answer the question. Like when did you get into like Mario and the Little Pony, whatever it's called?
all right. I got into the Nintendo when I was 3 years old. I played my when I was 2 years old. When I played my first Mario game. And also, what you asked me, I have, since I've been on there for since 2013. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to decide to move on from that.
All right. That is about it. Thank you for your time. That's all the questions I have, and thank you. Anything you want to add, like shout outs or anything, I'll give the floor to you. I'm done talking. So,
I want to personally give the shout out to my fellow Ducks fans, Modog, Big Bears, Air, my Bengals, sorry brothers, my fellow Reds fans, and my fellow Chicago Bulls fans. I mean, if something's not done about Raiso Iglesias soon, I don't know what will. I hope the Yankees hear me out on this because I am hoping that the Reds will hear me out that we trade Raiso Iglesias, not Luis Castillo, because we need a hitter.
all right. So this is the inside the mind of Dashie, also a one-on-one interview. If you're watching this channel and you're interested in I'll be accepting one-on-one interviews. So if you're interested, inbox me on Facebook or just put a comment below on this video if you're interested. Decided to do this, so if you're interested, let me know. And this is Bruin still signing off. I'll send you guys.